Hi everybody, welcome to today's session. If you don't recognise my voice, it's Ollie doing today's session, and Mike will be on the live chat if you've got any questions while we're going through it or at the end of the session as well. Okay, so basically the gist of today's session, we're going to go through some tips of how to navigate through Prima more efficiently, quicker ways of getting to different areas in Prima, and basically reducing clicks to get into the area as quick as possible. So first of all, the dashboard. So key in Prima so you can see your figures straight away, such as requested items from sales here in the middle. So rather than having to go to POP, click into requirements, conduct your search, you can literally straight away say, okay, well I've got 28 there requested, click straight through, and straight away you can see then your requested items in the list. So just a way of reducing the click. So the dashboard is key in terms of navigating through the system and getting to areas. But first of all, you can see the figures, and then if you want to, you can navigate through and make any changes and update the records as well. Okay, next one, new record. So new record, those of you that didn't use the diamond version, what you used to do, so you used to go SOP and orders, you would generate a company name in here. So for example, I type in Athlone and then I click new in the top here. Once I'd search for that customer, actually, sorry. So search for the customer, click new, and then that generate your sales order record creation. So quick way of doing it. So anywhere in Prima, whether it's a sales order, purchase order, company record, you just literally new record, click sales order, and then type away and enter in your company reference, and then create your sales order accordingly. Okay, price checker. So if you're on the phone to a customer, they're saying to you, can you please give me a price on a punch pocket? So if I just type in here, customer is Athlone Town, you can hit the tab key to conduct the search or the enter key on your keyboard as well. You don't have to use the mouse all the time. And then you can click get price. And what that'll do, that'll just give you a price then according to this particular customer. So you can see straight away, according to the product pricing, it should be this. The value standard catalogue is this. The discount against it is X, Y, and Z. And then a sales history against it as well, and what it was last sold at. So all the things that show up in here, such as contract pricing, mailer pricing, so on and so forth. What you've also got within this customer price check, so before you've even created a sales order or a sales quote, you can straight away see the alternative items to this quote, to this product, and also additional items. So it's perfect for upselling while you're on the phone. So if I clicked in the additional items here, you can say, oh well, you want some punch pockets, you also want a storage bag, a flush folder, whatever it may be, and you can add those items again in the bottom left there, and a quick way of generating your quote straight away without having to do new record and sales quote and so on. So a quick way of quoting your customers. Next one, so if I just go into any lookup, and what I'll do, I'll just do a search for Athlone Town. Okay, so if I just search for invoiced, okay, so you've got 5 records in the grid. You can double click into the first record, view the information, rather than Xing off and going into the next one. What you can do instead, so you can see there's 5 records in the grid. It's telling you there record 2 of 5. So if I just click the arrow at the top here, that's then going to take me to the next search result in the grid. So that's going to take me to the 3rd sales order in the grid, and so on. So it's just a quicker way of navigating through. Likewise in the line, so if I double click to product line, if there was multiple items against it, they'd have the arrows in the top here. So rather than having to go summary, double click, just literally navigate through using the arrows as well. Okay, another one recently introduced. Let's find an allocated one. Allocated. Okay, so within this allocated order, there's a quick way as well to deallocate stock now. So previously in the diamond version and before the latest release, you'd go to the stock product, you'd remove the balances, but now all controlled within the sales line, and you can deallocate stock against this order and put a purchase order on if it's not requested from stock. Okay, another one, so search filters. So when you come into SOP and orders, so if I just do SOP and orders there, you can see I've got a default setting set to not invoices straight away. If that's what I want to see all the time, click search, and all the orders that haven't yet been invoiced will show on my grid. So a way to set up settings for that is this little icon here. If you right click, you can then set up multiple filters. So if I said I want to see all outstanding orders all the time, set the status, conduct the search, right click on the little head icon, and then create a new filter default, and then you can quickly go, so I want to say, alright, well I want to see all outstanding sales orders instead. Click on the filter, conduct the search, so you can see it straight away. So that's particularly good for if you've got multiple filters set. So if you're always searching for the date authorised today, what's been authorised, and you can just do that from that way as well. Okay, another thing for navigating through, so if I just open up a sales order, a quick way to get to a company record and also a contract. So if you're in a sales order, click on the company button at the top left. That'll bring up your company record. Okay, and then what you've also got, so if there's a contract created for the company, you'll also have the contract option in the top right here, so you can just literally click into the contract and view all the contract prices and apply a revision and do whatever you need to do. Okay, another one, so batch process. So batch processing is good for invoicing. So if I just show you that, so sales invoices. So in effect, what the batch process will do, it comes into effect when you go to your invoicing section, is any invoices that you've completed. So you've done your invoicing run, and let's just see if there's any completed invoices. So you have a list of completed invoices within the grid that you've just completed, and then what you can do is by using this batch process, it'll separate all your invoices according to the company setup. So what I mean by that is, if a company such as Athlone Town is set to receive the invoices by email, but Mike's Stationery is set up to receive the invoices by letter, what you'll have in the grid is a medium. So within this medium, if I just pull up some outstanding invoices to show you, so against these mediums, what you'll have, if there's any set, so you can see there's none set against any of these outstanding ones, but you can see there's a few that are set to email. So what it'll do, it'll conduct the job, it'll separate the emails from the letters, rather than having to do print all this batch, print the next batch, email the next batch, and so on. It literally just separates it for you and does the job. If there are any mediums that haven't got any email or letter set, it would be conducted from within the company record, but the batch process wouldn't pick those up, and the printed would stay as no, so then you know that you do need to send those invoices on. Okay, that's everything for today's quick session. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask myself and Mike on the live chat. We'll be hanging around for a few moments. On another note, we're running a new starter and back to basics workshop Friday the 23rd of March at our Prima office. If you're interested in attending, please don't hesitate to ask us on the live chat, or drop training@primasoftware.co.uk an email, or give us a call on 0151 423 8522. If you're interested in one-to-one training, exactly the same, just give us a call or drop training an email. But yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.